Hello, it's Nick Geo, coming from the Cabana, which I used to do some chess videos from. I realized that this is just a movie recording on QuickTime, so I don't need Wi Fi. I can be wherever, and I say that because usually the Cabana doesn't have the best Wi Fi, and the best Wi Fi is in the basement because that's where the router is. So this is the Cabana. Right. Oh, how do I do this? Right here, you see those windows? That goes to the backyard, and then on my over this way is the front yard. And I just took a shower, and I have another tennis lesson tonight. But so that's why I'm keeping the clock on, which says 6:19 p.m. right now. This shouldn't take as long, I don't think, as yesterday's though. So I'm going to be talking about the things I still need to improve on in my life in terms of self improvement or self discipline, whatever you want to call it. On Reddit, the subreddit is called r/get disciplined. So it's finding that discipline. So let's just talk about the things I've done recently because I made a whole video about my self improvement journey so far, but things have changed. So we'll go over those things. And I should say, they're all social media based because I just don't want to I don't want to waste time on social media like I have been. Like I've seen the number of hours I've been on the different websites, and I'll go into the reasons, but I was hanging out with my friend Mark this past weekend, Saturday night going into Sunday morning, and he made a good point. He maybe heard this from someone else, but he thinks that social media is going to be this generation's cigarettes, where everyone's doing it, but no one really knows what it's going to do in the future. And also, there have been some short term consequences in terms of people getting depressed, anxious, cyberbullying, stuff like that, deaths. As always in the Cabana, there's some noise, so I'm going to close the door. Hold on. That's just to the bathroom, which also has a shower. That's where I shower at because it's a nice shower. Um, but yeah, we don't really know long term yet because social media has only been out for maybe around 15 years. Now, obviously, YouTube is a social media, but it's kind of that thing where it's been around since 2006. And for me, I use it because I know how to control it. I am okay with posting things and not receiving a lot of likes and comments because that's just my expectations. And also, it's not like I'm seeing all my friends post here and stuff. And I feel like it's time used well because for me, it's better entertainment than just seeing what friends are doing in terms of learning things, learning about topics I'm interested in, things like that. So let's talk about the four things in terms of social media that I've changed recently to self-improve. So first of all, I'm off of Facebook. This was a couple days ago. I changed my password to a really long, boring password that, I mean, I still know the password, but I haven't felt the need to log in. I deleted Messenger before that, a couple days ago before that. So I changed my password on Facebook on Monday and deleted Messenger a couple days before that because, why did I do that? Well, first of all, I still get email notifications if I'm tagged and stuff, maybe if there's something super important, but things I was getting tagged in were mostly by my crush. So a lot of these social media changes are just to get like away from her. It's kind of crush slash former crush because I definitely feel like I'm getting over her I think mostly because we haven't been talking in a while. Basically just a little bit ever since that lunch birthday when I found out the news. it's been kind of nice. So, um, but yeah, I feel like I was wasting time on that, and if people want to message me, they can message me here, um, because there were some people there I was messaging, but there's that. You can always message me from my phone number because I'm always texting. I still text people a little bit. Um, I don't check my Instagram feed anymore, and this happened maybe a week or two ago. I still post there, and I've been in this pattern of posting midweek and end of weekend, but I'm trying to post less there just because, again, my crush slash former crush is there. I guess it's not really former crush if I'm caring about how we interact. I'm just trying to get to a point where we're just good friends and I can handle that. Um, yeah, I still post, but I think from now on I'm going to be posting a lot less frequent because, first of all, I don't see like a lot going on in my life. I kind of had to do some posts like hang out with Mark. I want to do a good post there because I enjoyed making that post in late March when I saw him in Chicago the last time. There was quitting chess, the post on that. There was first week at summer camp, but I don't want to do a post every single week. Um, and but I don't really see another post for a while. Well, maybe my parents' 30th wedding anniversary in mid-September. Maybe I'll do something there. Um, but yeah, it was a whole thing about like she like 95% of the time the woman she doesn't like my stuff, but very on occasion, kind of like a slot machine, she'll like something. And I didn't like posting something and then a couple hours later checking maybe she liked it. A day later checking maybe she liked it then. 2 days after maybe she liked it there. But I think I have to realize that like why post and be nervous about who likes it? Because also I wasn't enjoying that my posts weren't getting as many likes as they used to. Even though I think I'm using the hashtags well and stuff like that. So I don't like that. I didn't like checking the Instagram feed because it's kind of a waste of time. Like I'm especially nowadays when I don't have as much time as I used to. Um, and for me, it's like if I really care about you, I'll find out either in person or through messages, through text, stuff like that. Um, yeah, I want to post less often. And then I deleted Snapchat off my phone this Monday. So this actually 2 days ago on Monday, it was a lot of changes. So I deleted Snapchat because again my crush is there. Um, and before the news broke out at that birthday dinner of her seeing someone, well, she wasn't even like directly telling me. She was kind of telling the birthday girl that because we were in a room of three. So before that, like we were having some long Snapchat conversations about just personal stuff and basically ever since I started my job, we've only messaged each other a little bit. But the last week or so, there hasn't really been anything. So I figure I'd delete it, and if she sent me something and she sees that I didn't open it, maybe she'll text. But at the same time, I also am assuming that she just hasn't sent me anything. And also, I have a friend, another friend from college, that he just sends me like stupid news things and just random Snapchat stories of celebrities. And I don't really care about that stuff, but I don't have the heart to like tell him, dude, I don't care. Um, and I also kind of feel like an asshole, if I just say like, dude, stop sending me this stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, and before I deleted it on Monday, it was going through long stretches of keeping it logged out just so I didn't see any sort of notification during the day, because when I had notifications turned on, every time it went and it wasn't my crush, it'd be like, this is someone else that I don't care as much about. I still care about my good friends, but it was always like getting a Snapchat from her was like, whoa. And basically I thought, if I'm keeping it logged out but I'm still checking it, and I'm still like, you log into Snapchat, you're on the camera part, which is the middle part, and then the left part at the bottom, sometimes it'll have a blue circle. That means that you got a new Snapchat. So even though I was logged out for a long period of time, when I logged in, I would sometimes see that blue circle, and it'd get my hopes up. I'd be like, oh, maybe she messaged me. But then I would see most of the time it was my college friend. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And him and I, like, we already text a good amount. Like, we're good friends and stuff. So we can talk there. Let's see. And then finally, I haven't posted in Reddit in 2 weeks, which is maybe a record for the last 3 years. I made a Reddit account in 2016. I've probably gone longer than that. Nowadays, I only just every 2 weeks message, or every like month, kind of do this pen pals thing with this woman from Kansas. And we just talk a lot about like NFL and stuff. But I've never seen her face, so it's like we're truly online conversationalists. So yeah, I stopped posting there because I was getting diminishing returns on my posts. I wasn't getting as many responses. And it was another thing where I would go on the Reddit personals, and I'd see some popular women there posting about, oh, let's chat, I want to make friends, and every single time I would message them because they seemed cool, and I would never get a response from them. So that was another thing, just always messaging people but then not getting responses. It's like you're kind of just denied over and over. And there was a lot of time spent on there, and I just thought I needed a break. So let's go to the things I still need to improve. It's not as much social media, it's just other things in life. So, well, this first one's about social media. It's just making sure I stick to the things I've set out for myself in terms of social media. Also, I use Chrome, this Chrome extension, Google Chrome extension called BlockSite, which on Monday I changed the password to unblock websites by it's the same password as Facebook. It's just this like really long, obnoxious password. Yeah, making sure I don't unblock websites that I've blocked, because I did that a lot with BlockSite. I've had BlockSite for maybe a month or two now. But a lot of times I'll just unblock it because it's like, oh, I got to check Facebook just to see if anyone said anything. Because usually Facebook was a block website. Making sure, no Facebook, making sure I don't re-download Snapchat, making sure I'm not posting on Instagram as much. Other things, eventually when I move out living by myself, I want to buy some sort of gym membership and try to go there for lifting, gaining muscle, as well as getting better cardio. Because I have gone to gyms before, and I would be there for like 2 months, 2 months at one place, 2 months at another place, and I didn't stick to any regimen or any plan, so I would gain a decent amount of muscle. I'm a pretty skinny guy. I got the veins because I'm just skinny. There's not a lot of muscles there. There's more in my legs, I think, just because of being part Asian with the calves thing. But yeah, just getting a gym membership, trying to just maybe be a little bit more social when I move out. Just if I see someone there, maybe make friends there, maybe just talk to more people, and also finding a plan so I'll go there consistently and I will actually gain a lot of muscle and gain a lot of cardio, stuff like that. So doing that, eating healthier. Right now, my metabolism is pretty fast, so I just eat a lot of junk. But eventually, it's when I live on my own, it's getting back to trying to be a vegetarian just due to the environmental reasons I was doing it, because almost half of carbon emissions, global warming, whatever you want to call it, is due to creating meat for consumption. Just in terms of like the amount of land you have to use for each animal and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So, but making sure I eat healthier in terms of also learning how to cook different things. I think when I was a vegetarian, I didn't really cook anything because a lot of it you need a lot of vegetables, and I'm not really into vegetables that much. So that's another thing. Just trying to. It says your disk is almost full. Save space by optimizing storage. I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll fix that in a bit. But it's messing me up now because now I'm thinking like, oh, am I gonna run out of QuickTime space? But yeah, just finding some maybe 5 good meals that I can make when I'm living on my own, hoping that they're vegetarian. When I'm moving out, I said this before, but just trying to find more social groups, trying to be more sociable, just because I probably need to make more friends in this life, especially at work. Like, I haven't really made that many friends from work. I mean, I guess my crush from work is like kind of a friend because we were Snapchatting a lot, and sometimes I'll help her on her grad school homework because I kind of know that stuff. But just looking at meetup.com stuff, maybe just being out more in the public where I might talk to someone. Because Mark was saying he goes to cafes and he just makes it a point each day in Chicago at a cafe just to have a conversation with someone. If it's someone at another table or if it's the person at the counter, stuff like that. So, but yeah, those things. So meetup.com, maybe at work. And then finally, a little bit better on my spending habits. I mean, they're pretty good. Like, most of the time I spend under $2,000 a month, and that usually, if that's like the rent plus whatever else, or just whatever I'm doing here. That includes like when I was paying rent, because people might not realize the normal amount if you're not paying rent. And yeah, this is going to be another video at some point, but I'm just going to go through my Amazon history, just commenting on all the dumb purchases I made there, because a lot of times I'll like get nervous about something and think, oh, I got to buy this thing right now. And then I use it like once or twice, or I just don't really use it, and it's just a wasted purchase. And a lot of that is just because I was nervous at the time. And yeah, I think I learned that over time I needed to maybe wait a couple days if I thought of a purchase. Maybe if I just am trying to make a big decision, just try to wait a couple days and see if I can wait it out. And if it's still there, then pull the trigger. So those are the 5 things. So there are 4 things I wanted to update on, and then 5 things that I wanted to talk about of things I needed to still self-improve. It's always a journey. As I said in the previous video, I said my self-improvement journey so far. Sorry, like a lot of my hand motions are just under the camera, so I gotta like keep them up here, but it just feels unnatural to keep them here. But well, I'll learn that for next time. Maybe I'll just bring the camera down a little bit. So yeah, it is 6:38 p.m. right now, so this was about 19 and a half minutes. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and a nice little sort of sequel to this video. I'm going to be screen recording my laptop and showing everyone just simple things you can self-improve with. Some Chrome stuff, some other things you can buy on Amazon that really helped me, and It'll probably be a little bit of a longer video, but that's why I saved it for tomorrow, Thursday, because I don't have any tennis lessons. I only have tennis lessons for sure on Tuesdays, and then either Monday or Wednesday, depending on this family. But yeah, I am gonna see you guys. I'm not gonna figure out this storage thing on my MacBook. So, all right, take care.